Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Wednesday, April 28th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 673 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Harris takes on hard work in 100 days as vice president. Australian who filmed 4 dead and dying police sent to prison. U.S. Navy fires warning shots in new tense encounter with Iran. Former Obama White House advisor arrested for allegedly stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from charter schools he founded. Mexico passes 345,000 bed to start vaccinating ages 50-59. Saudi Crown Prince defends austerity steps, social loosening. Why India's COVID crisis matters to the whole world. Alaska candidate shadowed by anti-gay article, election post. Bill to kill up to 90% of Idaho wolves heads to governor. Derek Chauvin is likely to appeal his murder conviction, but legal experts explain his odds of success are slim. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Pujols, Upton made history with B2BHR's, MLB.com. ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC all skipped John Kerry controversy over alleged leaking of Israeli intel to Iran, Fox News. Judge has doubts on voter privacy in new Arizona recount, Politico. Samsung's Lee family to pay more than 12 TRLN1 inheritance taxes, Fox Business. Giants offensive line fix better be in for NFL Draft 2021, New York Post. Rich Eisen tried to get Trey Lance to leak info about the 49ers draft interest, 49ers web zone. Nike's PlayStation 5 themed shoes arrive next month, Engadget. Pfizer CEO says a pill you can take at home to treat COVID could be ready by end of 2021, Insider. Indoor bars, saunas and expanded capacity, what to expect as LA County prepares to move into the yellow tier, KTLA Los Angeles. Ryan Pace seems ready to add a rookie QB, Windy City Gridiron. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Biden to propose free preschool as part of sweeping American families plan. Fox News pushes lie about Harris's book right after noting it's false. Your child of color may need a mental health day off and that's okay. Video shows police kneeled on Mario Gonzalez's back for 5 minutes before he died. Emails show the oil lobby mobilized Democratic governor's opposition to Biden energy order. Britney Spears to speak in court about her conservatorship. 6 phrases gaslighters use to manipulate you. 2013 video shows NRA's Top Gun botching elephant killing. Spike Lee reacts to Glenn Close's to butt dance, you were getting down. When should parents stop using a baby monitor? The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. COVID vaccine might affect menstrual cycles. Police officer saves baby's life. Bill to stop social media companies from censoring. Postal worker charged W lying to police, assault. Family, friends remember gym owner. Man stole woman's 3-month-old puppy at knife point. Officer hurt by Molotov cocktail out of hospital. Scary night for friends who hit bear on highway. 50+ dogs living in 3 feet of feces removed from Texas home. Commission on Christmas Day bombing meets. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Video of NRA Chief Wayne LaPierre shooting an elephant draws criticism. Prosecutors are said to have sought aggressive approach to Capitol riot inquiry. How Europe sealed a Pfizer vaccine deal with text and calls. Hungary transfers 11 universities to foundations led by Orban allies. California man dies after officers pin him to ground for 5 minutes. This is a catastrophe. In India, illness is everywhere. Former White House advisor is charged with stealing from charter school network. CDC eases outdoor mask guidance for vaccinated Americans. Councilman who pleaded guilty to $82,000 tax fraud is expelled. Second close call between Iranian and American vessels raises tensions. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Rachel Bilson says she and Rami Malek are good after Instagram throwback photo fiasco. Australian who taunted and filmed dying officer sentenced. Greg Gutfeld, what the news denies is where the truth lies. Mississippi diners take cover as brawlers throw chairs, tear apart restaurant, social media video shows. In Graham, Biden's promise of unity in America foiled by urge to emerge. Kelly Osbourne talks cancel culture after mom Sharon Osbourne exits the talk. Cancel culture. ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC all skipped John Kerry controversy over alleged leaking of Israeli intel to Iran. Dana Loesch slams Texas schools for implementation of racist lesson plans, urges parents to push back. Alyssa Milano calls on celebrities to help end pandemic, says if not we don't deserve our platforms. Live updates. North Carolina protests continue for 7th straight night in Elizabeth City, arrests made. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Wednesday, April 28th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Derek Chauvin's sentencing rescheduled for June 25th. Golden State Warriors leap into NFT digital collectibles frenzy. Child tax credit, how much money can parents expect in monthly payments? Movie theaters hoping to win over customers again as businesses reopen. Baseball report, Orioles end A's win streak. Stimulus check update, will there be a 4th relief payment? The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Boris's despairing cry to Downing Street aides about lavish new decor. Treasure hunters plan to dig up 48 crates of Hitler's gold worth £500 million. Drunk driver says FK the police and downs vodka in video before killing cop in a band run. UK paves the way for hands-free driving on motorways by end of 2021. Liam Hemsworth embarrassed by wife Miley Cyrus twerking in 2019 video. House of the Dragon first look, Matt Smith and Emma Darcy film on Cornwall Beach. Game of Thrones star Natalie Dormer reveals she secretly gave birth to a baby girl. 14 Britons now live in practically COVID-free areas. Henry leads sees MPs vent their fury over the post office scandal. Australian woman left speechless after friend hosts wedding on anniversary of family's deaths. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. The world finally woke up to India's virus nightmare. COVID-19 live updates. Global pandemic needs a more global response, says Fauci, as India death toll passes 200,000. India reports more than 360,000 COVID-19 cases, a new global record. How did the COVID-19 outbreak in India get so bad? Israel is committing the crime of apartheid, new report says. India tops 300,000 new COVID-19 cases for 6th day in a row as more countries pledge support. Lopez Obrador's bid to alter Mexican Supreme Court seen as threat to judicial independence. Who is Alexei Navalny, the Kremlin critic who has fallen ill in a Russian penal colony? Brazil rejects Russia's Sputnik V coronavirus vaccine, citing safety concerns. A Russian spent weeks stuck on a Chinese reality TV show, begging viewers to vote him off. They finally did. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus live news, India deaths past 200,000, crisis needs global response, Fauci. New York Post reporter quit citing pressure to write incorrect story about Kamala Harris. What if Superman was your dad? Comics legend Mark Millar on Jupiter's legacy. Brother occurs, how lockdown changed readers' views of their breasts. Zernona Clayton, the civil rights legend who befriended a KKK leader and changed his mind. They're playing chicken, inside Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook's feud. People phone up pleading, the volunteers battling India's oxygen crisis. Publisher cancels Philip Roth biography after sexual abuse claims against Blake Bailey. Floyd Mayweather fight with YouTuber Logan Paul slated for June 6 in Miami. We're all in this together, Dr. Fauci says world has failed India as COVID cases surge. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Children as young as 6 months old now in COVID-19 vaccine trials. Private Florida school won't employ vaccinated teachers. Judge nixes plea deal for 2 accused of Super Bowl field run. Biden releases money in push to modernize U.S. electric grid. Burning Man cancels 2021 festival in northern Nevada desert. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Richard Pusey, Australian jailed for filming dying officers. Burkina Faso ambush, Spaniards and Irishmen killed after abduction. India's COVID crisis, I lost my unborn child and wife on the same day. Biden to sell historic spending plans in speech to Congress. Australia warns Google and Apple over app stores. Kuwait, murder spurs demands for greater safety for women. Kenyans bitter over Al-Qaeda U.S. Embassy compensation snub. Mon Laferte, Chile's pop export on repression and injustice. India COVID, sister help us, doctor help us, your God. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Today in history for April 28. California woman killed after man jumped from parking structure onto her, authorities say. Andrew Brown Jr. shot 5 times, once fatally in back of his head, independent autopsy requested by family shows, FBI investigating. Visuel CEO fired after video shows altercation with teenager wearing prom dress in Tennessee. Red Cross helps India face COVID outbreak crisis. Michael B. Jordan talks without remorse, will direct Creed 3. Sickening, wildlife conservationists outraged after NRA head Wayne LaPierre shoots endangered elephant in Botswana. Zhao, McDormand backstage at the Oscars. Anaconda gets annual health exam in Boston. AP Top Stories April 27 p. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. 2 men indicted in attack on Turkish restaurant in Beverly Hills. LA County to follow new federal mask guidance. How can parents navigate school reopenings? Ask LA Times reporters. LA Reopening Fest, what yellow tour means for restaurants, bars, amusement parks, gyms and more. LA Councilman urges sale of San Pedro butane tanks for alternative use. Will the California recall of 2021 be wild or mild? Here's your guide. LA County hits yellow tier marker. Widest reopening could be a week away. 19-year-old slit dog's throat and gloated about it on Snapchat, federal prosecutors say. Facebook, Google, other corporate giants flooded Newsom with record $226 million in charity donations in 2020. Big donors, bigger winners, where Newsom sent the hested payments. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Wednesday, April 28, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Switzerland is holding a referendum on legalizing same-sex marriage. Australia to upgrade military bases, expand war games with US. Up to 25,000 barrels at DDT dump site in Pacific, scientists say. Russia direct threat to Europe's security, Germany. U.S. Navy ship fires warning shots after close encounter with Iranian vessels. Albertans in their 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s are ending up in intensive care unit with COVID-19 faster than ever before. U.S. Navy fired warning shots at Iranian vessels Monday evening. Brink of anarchy, Netanyahu ignores law to appoint loyalist justice minister. COVID, India to allow Amarnath pilgrimage despite surge in cases, facilities for 600k pilgrims being prepared. Cannon fodder, medical students in India feel betrayed as COVID-19 cases surge. China backs Russia after Putin warns West they'll regret crossing red line. Brazil's Jair Bolsonaro under Senate investigation for politicizing pandemic, failing to obtain vaccines. Greek neo-Nazi lawmaker stripped of immunity by European Parliament. Russia puts U.S. top of unfriendly countries list. Ethnic Karen guerrillas capture army bases. Resistance to coup grows in Myanmar. The next headlines are from Forbes. Finding wealth in China's time machines. 2021 Forbes Midas lists Chin Hong. What the Celtics' latest bad loss means for Boston moving forward. The obvious explanation for the mysterious 2020 to 2021 Boston Celtics. Brooklyn Nets clinch playoff berth, have eyes on bigger things. WWE NXT results, winners, news and notes on April 27, 2021. How DJ Steve Aoki's NFT launches shaping future music collaboration. Every song on Shinne's new album is now charting hit in Korea. How mental reps this spring will prep Kyle Hamilton for a dominant fall at Notre Dame. Master of None Season 3 to spotlight queer women of color love story featuring Lena Waithe and Naomi Aki. Dozens of Senate Democrats urge Biden to boost refugee admissions this year. The next headlines are from Nature.com. We are being ignored. Brazil's researchers blame anti-science government for devastating COVID surge. COVID research updates, how to predict a vaccine success without a large trial. These cellular clocks help explain why elephants are bigger than mice. COVID vaccines, time to confront anti-vax aggression. Pakistan, anger mounts over threat to higher education. Animals' bright colors don't lie, eat me and you'll be sorry. China's wildlife protection, at annual reviews and oversight. Peru scandal, gaps in oversight of COVID vaccine trial. Dim stars that have failed at fusion are masters of spin. The world population update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,701,564,433 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Games, music and film each contribute to Sony's doubled profits. Lana Del Rey reveals new album, Blue Bannisters, due July 4th. The Handmaid's Tale boss on making June take responsibility for her actions in Season 4. Taiwan Documentary Festival celebrates Volker Kerp and Takamingo. Ryan Tedder on making the NFT space safe for pop music, and why it's the ultimate collector's medium. The Handmaid's Tale dropped first 3 episodes of Season 4 early on Hulu. Grammy Museum will reopen with 3 new major exhibits in May. Emily Vespa joins Covered Creative. Joe Rogan anti-vax comments create new headache for Spotify. Music industry moves, Red Bull Records boosts executive staff, Loeb and Loeb expands in Nashville. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Biden administration limits power of ICE to arrest immigrants in courthouses. NYC man accused of threatening to kill members of Congress says it was just blather. Biden nominates Harris County, Texas, sheriff to be director of ICE. Why new guidelines for opioid treatment are a big deal. Prancer, the haunted Victorian child dog from viral ad, has been adopted. With slow progress on federal level, police reform remains patchwork across U.S. Georgia sheriff indicted on federal charges that he used restraint chair to punish. Epicurious ditches beef in a move it calls pro-planet. State Department orders departure of non-essential personnel from Kabul embassy. Minnesota Attorney General focused on mechanics of Derek Chauvin case, not its impact. The following headlines are from The Week. Biden taps Houston sheriff to lead ICE, limits immigration arrests at courthouses. New York Post reporter quits over incorrect Kamala Harris book story she was ordered to write. Britney Spears to address the court directly in conservatorship battle. New York Post claim about Kamala Harris quickly debunked. Lord is raiding onion rings again. Republican boycotts don't seem to have hurt national MLB ratings. Crocs sales soared 64% as shoppers prioritized comfort amid pandemic. The Daily Gossip, even the SNL cast don't want Elon Musk on SNL, Lord blesses new onion rings with a 4 out of 5 rating, and more. Christian Pulisic makes American soccer history by scoring in Champions League semifinal. Joe Rogan tells his massive audience that healthy young people shouldn't get vaccinated. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Leaving isn't the hardest thing toward dark places that are hard to call home. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Smallest, closest black hole ever discovered is only 1,500 light-years away. These are the news headlines for today, Wednesday, April 28. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Photos of the supermoon, April 2021. See 2 black holes in cosmic dance. Lyrid meteor and Milky Way over Sedona. The next news is from Politico. Beijing's diplomacy more effective than its vaccines. Biden's first 100 days. France struggles to come to terms with fallout from Jewish woman's murder. Judge has doubts on voter privacy in new Arizona recount. GOP scores an early win in 2024 race. Biden's COVID team split over decision to send vaccine doses abroad. Census data leaves Latinos wondering, were we counted? California braces for another clown car of recall candidates. Senate confirms Pentagon nominee after battle over tweets, Mideast views. Biden's 100 days has gone smoothly, does the summer curse await? The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. The sad life of Riley, abandoned in a tight plastic bag and left to die. Proposed Clive Palmer-owned mine in doubt after environmental ruling. Local-made rapid COVID test launches in EU, seeks Australian approval. Good news for internet users, Elon Musk's Starlink gets approval for satellites closer to Earth. The Mosquito Coast is reimagined for today, with mixed results. Where's the reporter? The current affairs show that defied the odds. Can science fix these broken hearts? Domestic violence documentary is challenging but essential viewing. For foreign correspondent, experience with quick thinking matched well with slowing life. Fingers on buzzers, which TV genre is enjoying a resurgence? The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Investors are still keeping their cash levels high, but here's what's drawing them to stocks, UBS says. The moneyest, my mom added me to her bank accounts before she died. Am I legally or morally obliged to disclose these accounts to my siblings? The moneyest, is my boyfriend of 13 years entitled to half my house? I bought it 12 years ago, and he never helped with the bills. The moneyest, I saved $1.10 for retirement, earn $128K and have $22K in cash. Can I afford my dream car, an $80K Nissan GTR? The moneyest, my sister inherited the family home, but not the contents. She set up a garage sale, and key items were missing. Should I pursue legal action? AMC to sell up to 43 million fresh shares, but calls off plans to seek approval for 500 million more. MarketWatch first take, Intel's data center customers may be digesting, but AMD's buffet is wide open. Top proxy advisors urge Uber investors to approve proposal seeking lobbying disclosure. Earnings results, Visa stock gains after earnings beat, return to growth for credit transactions. Earnings results, Microsoft earnings beat expectations across the board, but the stock is falling. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Parsons Elementary School students stretch creativity in Online Inventors Club, Southgate News Herald. Clean energy patents rise, but below 10-year rate, IEA, Trade Arabia. Intellectual property key for innovation, ECNS. David Yale 1928 to 2021. A brilliant mind leaves behind an afterglow of accomplishment, Sierra Wave. Temasek, CITIC, and DITSEX Bytes invest in drone company AI Vision to expand autonomous crop protection, SWAS News. COVID-19 is out of control in India, where most vaccines are made. How did that happen? PBS NewsHour. How Suns snap Knicks' historic win streak, keys to strong Knick finish. Inside Out Sports Night, Yahoo Sports. UAE government recognizes Al-Qaeda.net, security document world. The Great Wall Street Genome Gold Rush, Forbes. Lindshale LP continues commitment to entrepreneurs and local startups with UC Riverside student, iNews. The next headlines are from Quartz. Indian garment workers are caught between COVID-19 and lost wages. Running on empty. A manager and an employee compare notes on Basecamp's controversial new memo. What too many workplaces get wrong about family benefits. India's COVID-19 vaccination strategy is a mess of its own making. Bloody bastards, India's elite elites have a history of deep-rooted casteism. U.S. vaccine donation, big earnings week, Dolphin BFFs. The world's largest democracy won't stop its various elections, even if lives are at stake. The second wave of COVID-19 could mean economic déjà vu for struggling Indian households. Inside a COVID-19 war room in Mumbai, school teachers fight what feels like an interminable war. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. OSU, Marc Jacobs called truce over infuriating competing trademark applications for the word the. Groups worry new text message spam filters aren't being built transparently, could harm legit outreach efforts. Tech Dirt Podcast Episode 280, Beyond Blocking, Thinking Creatively About Content Moderation. Senator Bill Hagerty believes compelled speech is liberty, and anyone upset with moderation choices should be able to sue. Appeals court says former Trump advisor cannot sue over reporting based on court documents. Daily Deal, the 2021 WordPress Wizard Bundle. James O'Keefe sues Twitter for defamation, for shutting down his account. UK child welfare agencies anti-encryption research ignored everything it didn't want to hear. Ocean Spray seeks declaratory relief after soda company threatens it with confused trademark C&D. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Citizen Kane. Neymar Jr. Critical race theory. Logan Paul. Rick and Morty. Travis Scott. Babe Ruth. MSFT. PlayStation Network. Michael Jackson, Wade Robson. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Woman charged with killing NYPD officer in drunken hit and run, hours after saying FK the police in live stream. Massive jolt felt across northeast India as magnitude 6.0 earthquake strikes Assam. Florida set to release swarms of GMO mosquitoes as residents decry criminal experiment by Bill Gates-backed biotech. Virtue signaling or just playing fair? Houston contemplates posthumous drug case pardon for George Floyd. Tired of being political pawns, police union chief tells RT after Albuquerque, New Mexico cops leave riot team in droves. CDC unveils encouraging the new COVID-19 rules, allowing vaccinated Americans to not wear masks outside and at small gatherings. Ex-UFC beauty Rachel Ostovich joins Russian star Ekaterina Makarova in bare-knuckle FC move, setting up Paige Van Zandt rematch. Tennessee latest state to end mask mandates and COVID restrictions as Gov announces he is removing authority from local officials. Texas lawsuit targets Biden aid to socially disadvantaged farmers as racist. Chris Tory man, Christian Pulisic becomes the first American to score in Champions League semi as Chelsea give Real Madrid a scare. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. The Ukraine crisis can be an opportunity. The Global Deep State, a new world order brought to you by COVID-19. Russia is putting together an unfriendly countries blacklist. White House weighs whether to back open vaccine push opposed by Bill Gates, Big Pharma. Deflation threat looms as China suffers first population decline since 1949. Mom and pop landlords dying on the vine as unevictable tenants enjoy pandemic protections. FK the police proclaims 32-year-old live streamer before killing cop in 2 a.m. drunken hit and run. Steady as she goes, why Powell won't rock the boat tomorrow. European Investment Bank issues 100 million euros in digital bonds using Ethereum. Lawyer for Ashley Babbitt's family says lawsuit will be filed soon against U.S. Capitol Police. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Giulia Regini, Italy braces for key court ruling in murder case. Bank loans create 700 times more emissions than offices, study. India surpasses 200,000 COVID deaths amid record spike, Live News. Big tax hit, Samsung's Lee family to pay $10.8 billion inheritance fee. Saudi Arabia in talks to sell 1% stake in Aramco, MBS. Sri Lanka cabinet approves proposed ban on burqas in public. Who owns the Benin bronzes? New immigration bill sparks fears of Hong Kong exit ban. Houses of horror, child sex abuse in Indonesia schools. Australia to upgrade military bases, expand war games with U.S. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Watch, Joy Reid says she wears 2 masks to jog even though she's fully vaccinated. Doctor says outdoor transmission isn't a thing. GOP Rep Roy, Kamala Harris can't find the southern border of the United States on a map. Report, Hunter Biden to guest teach Tulane University class on fake news this fall. Nancy Pelosi to exclude 1,400 invitees from Biden's first address to Congress while he speaks without a mask. Ellison, I agree with international courts investigating U.S. justice system. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey signs sweeping pro-life bill banning Down syndrome abortions. Count of illegal alien population excluded from U.S. Census data. Hayward, Chinese Communist Party asserts control over Hollywood by censoring Nomadland director Chloe Zhao. Report, Joe Biden sanctuary country orders freeing thousands of criminal illegal aliens into U.S. communities. Report, Biden will seek $80 billion to boost IRS audits of high earners. The next headlines are from UPI News. Forgotten lottery ticket found in purse earns woman $250,000. Look, owl rescued from front grille of pickup truck in Florida. German bomb squad finds reported grenade was a rubber sex toy. Watch, raccoon rescued from atop Massachusetts Turnpike light pole. Watch, Toronto soccer team's Florida practice interrupted by massive alligator. Transparent bottom pool to open between London high-rises. Venezuelan athlete awarded Guinness record for 50-foot triple jump. Watch, mother dog, puppies rescued from Texas storm drain. The next headlines are from odd, strange and bizarre things. Cooking hacks for your next time in the kitchen. 7 odd facts about Finland. 5 scary facts about cyber attacks. How casinos have evolved over time. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. She's starting college at age 12, with plans to be a NASA engineer. Artist takes twigs and turns them into dancing figures, creating new images every day. Lost and desperate hiker saved by man's very weird GPS hobby. How to germinate your seeds using an instant pot. Watch. Couple spends nearly $100K turning school bus into dream home, now they're raffling it off. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Wednesday, April 28th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. WW2 bomb found in Bavarian forest was sex toy, say officials. Parks Department revoking permits for future hardcore shows at Tompkins Square Park, says last weekend's show was falsely submitted as a 9/11 memorial. Japanese zoo finds out why its toucans keep flirting but won't get it on. Woman dies after man jumps from building and lands on her 1 week before her birthday. Unreturned Sabrina the Teenage Witch VHS leads to U.S. woman's arrest warrant Oklahoma. Viral video, Insta influencer slammed for painting mask on face to enter Bali store. Burning Man is cancelled for 2021 but they're keeping your $2,500 reservation fee. Man finishes 480-mile hike in bear suit, describes stench inside his costume. Woman kills man and his dog in hit and run while fleeing from another hit and run only moments before, police. CEO of $2 billion startup ousted for taking LSD at work. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. How to unlock your iPhone while wearing a mask and an Apple Watch. Apple turned down Eddie Q's plan to bring iMessage to Android in 2013. Report, Apple's M2 chips may launch as soon as July 2021. Hands-on, Ride 1UP's Roadster V2 is a $1,045 stealth e-bike that weighs just 35 pounds. My Weekend Without Internet, a cautionary tale about the dangers of AI. Want public transit to thrive? Make it easier to pay for and use. Paradox might be developing a Marvel-style cinematic universe for the world of darkness. These BCI headphones use brainwave sensors to measure your focus. Will Tesla survive Elon Musk's bumbling leadership? Lotus $2.80 M supercar is getting super accurate navigation to help rich people find their way. The following headlines are from Science Daily. RNA scientists identify many genes involved in neuron development. Researchers identify protein produced after stroke that triggers neurodegeneration. New AI tool calculates material stress and strain based on photos. Fishing in African waters. How to build a better nanopore biosensor. Incentives could turn costs of biofuel mandates into environmental benefits. Silicon could be a photonics game changer. Arctic stew, understanding how high-latitude lakes respond to and affect climate change. Study links hydraulic fracking with increased risk of heart attack, hospitalization, death. Exposure to high heat neutralizes SARS-CoV-2 in less than 1 second, study finds. The next headlines are from Information Week. What some customers and employees hate about chatbots. IT meets finance, how CFOs drive digital success. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Wednesday, April 28 from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA updates live coverage of agency SpaceX Crew 1 return to Earth. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Fourth Utah charged after allegedly storming the U.S. Capitol. LDS Church makes a push for all its missionaries to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Utah Rep. Burgess Owens says Salt Lake City defunded police by $5 million and murders went up 40%. Here are the facts. Here are 4 ways Utah First Lady Abby Cox wants you to help fight an empathy crisis. Endangered baby parrot hatches at Tracy Aviary in Salt Lake City. Utah has administered 2.073 million COVID-19 vaccines. Home Run Derby, not extra innings will decide Pioneer League games this season. Tell the Tribune, where are your favorite queer spaces in Utah? Ogden Twilight concerts back this summer, with Flaming Lips, Death Cab for Cutie, Noah Cyrus and more. Saratoga Springs gets Utah County's 6th liquor store. Here's what it looks like. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Department of Homeland Security pushes Real ID deadline to 2023. Ask Slashdot, how harmful are in-house phishing campaigns? Eddie Q wanted to bring iMessage to Android in 2013. Tesla wants to make every home a distributed power plant. New bill could mandate driver monitoring systems in future cars. Legal chatbot firm Donald Pay adds anti-facial recognition filters to its suite of handy tools. Popular Science is now a fully digital magazine. A second Bitcoin exchange collapses in Turkey amid crackdown on cryptocurrencies. Lockdowns cut South Asia smog. They could fill reservoirs, too. Ransomware gang threatens to expose police informants if ransom is not paid. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Local paramedics vaccinate the homebound. At least 1 person killed in crash on HWI 364 in St. Charles. Lumber prices skyrocket nearly 250%, impact local suppliers and buyers. Martinez gets first win as starter since 2018, Cards top fills. Governor Parson and St. Louis Mayor Jones hold meeting inside Missouri Capitol. St. Louis County Council members won't give Sam Page total spending power over new COVID funds. Cardinals hopeful team can welcome bigger crowds in near future. Sam Page, Mark Harder at odds over alleged ethics violations. Project Wave Breaker targets fentanyl drug sales in St. Louis. Lawmakers shocked to learn children in state care could not physically see parents during pandemic. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. CDC says many Americans now can go outside without a mask. New images, ability to unlock iPhone while wearing mask, part of latest Apple update. President Biden stresses need for action on climate, infrastructure ahead of 100 days mark. California migrant detention center called out for years of abuse and misconduct. San Diego County dissolves gang injunctions against hundreds. Police ID Navy man gunned down after entering bar. New book digs deep into 2011 death of Rebecca Zadha. Rabbi, mayor reflect on Poway synagogue shooting 2 years later. Man accused in gas lamp shootings arraigned in East County misdemeanor case. Woman arrested in caught on video attack on flower vendor outside SoCal cemetery. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Chinese spy planes try to fly under Taiwan's radar. Man hanged as a traitor may have been victim of miscarriage of justice, says Echo man turned author. China targets foreign spies and hostile forces with new anti-espionage rules. Spy satellite launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. KMW, WFEL announces new further subcontract for British Boxer program. Iranian fast attack craft dangerously approached U.S. Coast Guard patrol boats. Top U.S. Navy chief visits MQ-25 aerial refueling drone production line. Lockheed Martin to provide Taiwanese Air Force with improved AGM-88 missiles. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Chinese Super League returns with a new look, and with fans. China's demographic crisis faster and bigger than thought, census results to show population peaked, FT. Q&A, TV host and fashion icon Yusai Khan on her legendary career and how she sees China. Q&A, fashion entrepreneur Veronica Jo on launching her own apparel brand and her commitment to sustainability. Li Ning, China's prince of gymnastics turned sportswear titan. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Wednesday, April 28, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Young boy dies with COVID-19 after family travels to Hawaii. Mother speaks out after son killed by stray bullet in Oakland. Britney Spears set to speak in court on her conservatorship. Reopening status, San Francisco eyes yellow tear. COVID-19 vaccine rates across the Bay Area. Newsom recall could be one of most expensive elections in CA history, election officials. $50 flights, Southwest Airlines celebrates 50th anniversary. Pandemic impact, CA sees dramatic decline in newborns conceived in 2020. Bay Area schools white student support circle event cancelled, apology issued. Stage 1 drought declared, East Bay Area water officials. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Guerrero's 3 homers, 7 RBIs lead Blue Jays over Nats 9-5. Herculean effort behind plans for scaled-back Palatine Hometown Fest. Police video shows California man died after police held him. Tigers overcome season-high 5 errors, beat White Sox 5-2. Timberwolves beat Rockets 114-107 for third straight win. Wisconsin defense's mission, produce more turnovers, sacks. Drive-through Dino Safari coming to Fox Valley Mall in Aurora. Cruz Azul up 3-1 over Toronto in Champions League quarters. Elgin Symphony Orchestra to spend 3 Friday on the farm in Pingree Grove. Bolingbrook man gets 6 months for fatal straight racing crash in Bartlett. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Washington State Senator Joe Nguyen launches campaign for King County Executive. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Orange earthquake alert, magnitude 6M, depth 34 km, in India April 28, 2021, 2:21 UTC, 10,410,000 people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Mexico. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, China, Iran, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Mozambique. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Libya, Tunisia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Wednesday, April 28th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cipher Brief Security News and High-Level Analysis. The U.S. intelligence community needs a Wild Bill moment. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Family of man hit and killed while changing tire on freeway begs for tips on suspect. They need to pay for what they did. Woman shot to death in North Harris County apartment complex. Man killed in rush hour collision with big rig on Fred Hartman Bridge. These mats for the homeless are made from recycled grocery bags. Man found dead inside motel room in Clear Lake, police investigating as homicide. Mattress Mac honored with his own ice cream flavor. Family of road rage victims forced to relive tragedy. Catalytic converter thefts in Houston up more than 400%, data shows. Botham Jean case, ex-Dallas officer who killed neighbor appeals guilty verdict. What's next for the position of Harris County Sheriff? The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Leading off, Rookies Weathers, Widener meet, DeGrom vs. Bosix. Votto, Winker lead Reds to 6-5 win over scuffling Dodgers. Rockies finally win on the road, beat Giants 7-5 in 10. AP photos, India's deadly virus surge follows crowded events. Javier pitches Astros past Mariners 2-0, back over .500. Kellys keep Diamondbacks rolling, beat Padres 5-1. High Court Justice, who authored End to Execution, to retire. Democrats move to reinstate methane rules loosened by Trump. Navy SEALs to shift from counterterrorism to global threats. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. More than 95% of NYCers follow up on their second COVID shots, beating national average. Extra, how much alcohol can you drink after you get vaccinated? City says jam-packed Tompkins Square Park hardcore show applied for permit as September 11th memorial. Former Obama advisor stole $218K from charter schools to receive a better mortgage rate, feds say. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. CDC loosens mask guidance for vaccinated people. Here's what that means for NY. Seeking to seize momentum, Stringer rolls out first TV ad. Harlem's Black Woodstock comes to life in trailer for Questlove's documentary Summer of Soul. Sneak peek at Matthew's Scratch Brad Tilden's fantastic new Williamsburg bakery. Early edition, New Yorkers are very excited about all these tulips. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Don't let the digital divide become the new face of inequality, UN Deputy Chief. SDGs will address 3 planetary crises harming life on Earth. Key workers need greater protections amidst COVID fight, new ILO report warns. The complex energy transition of Chile's sacrifice zones. Do the right thing and protect civilian infrastructure during conflict, UN Relief Chief. Sacred words. Right to freedom of expression in Myanmar must be guaranteed, UN expert urges military coup leader. Somalia, UN condemns violence, warns against escalation of fighting. UN chief realistic at start a fresh bid to resolve Cyprus stalemate. Transparency offers pathway to a more sustainable Earth. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Florida furious over release of genetically modified mosquitoes. Sticker shock at the grocery store imminent as ag futures surge most in 8 years. Shadowy DARPA-linked company took over chunk of Pentagon's Internet in Inauguration Day mystery. The global deep state, a new world order brought to you by COVID-19. China's social credit scoring is expanding globally, now openly operational in Western Canada. Republicans join Democrats to push federal gun confiscation bill by paying states to accept it. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Is Senator Josh Hawley selling a book critical of Amazon on Amazon.com? Did Biden admin give my grandkids Kamala Harris book? Is this meme about Adam Toledo and Kyle Rittenhouse accurate? Did Trump release an official statement complaining about the Oscars? Did Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer get married? Is the Loch Ness Monster just a whale penis? No charges against R&B artist Trey Songz over NFL scuffle. FBI starts civil rights probe into death of Andrew Brown Jr. Torso killer pleads guilty in 1974 cold case murders. Strategic lies, deliberate untruths used as a political tactic. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Artificial beef about Biden's climate plan. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Bolsonaro's chief of staff admits the Brazilian president's COVID position is BS on hot mic. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are America's horniest Instagram couple. Family of slain 3-year-old, someone knows who killed Elijah and they need to speak up. Jimmy Kimmel goes off on Tucker Carlson's child abuse anti-mask rant. Fox News host calls out networks' debunked claims about Kamala and Biden. NY Post reporter quits. I was ordered to write false story about Kamala Harris. Stephen Miller's new legal outfit argues Biden policy is racist, against white people. Georgia sheriff punished inmates by forcing them in restraint chairs for hours, feds. Biden, have a vax, go outside without a mask, sometimes. Trump dragged closer to testifying in protester suit accusing his guards of assault. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Brendan Smith turns into Rangers' unsung hero. Man killed, 3 others injured in NYC shootings. Rangers facing massive decision with Islander suddenly within striking distance. U.S. tourist killed in Puerto Rico after alleged drug buy. Beat up Aaron Judge dealing with mystery Yankees injury. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Are galaxies marvelous rogues and misfits? Ask Astro, how do gravitational waves reveal the distances and masses of colliding objects? Are exoplanets with oxygen atmospheres overrated? Warp drives, physicists investigate faster than light space travel. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Doctor warns people skipping second COVID-19 vaccine dose give up their immunity. Xavier Becerra on new CDC guidelines, vaccine hesitancy, and unaccompanied children at the border. Doctor on changes to mask guidelines for vaccinated Americans. India's COVID-19 crisis, over 300,000 new cases for sixth day in a row. Biden discusses updated guidelines for fully vaccinated people. CDC eases guidance on masks for fully vaccinated people. Vaccine mandates at workplaces and colleges face backlash. Relief supplies arrive as India battles record COVID surge. New mask guidance comes as COVID vaccine demand drops. Biden frames new CDC mask guidance as vaccination incentive. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Young boy contracts COVID-19 and dies after family vacation to Hawaii. One person killed, 4 others injured, including 3 children, in Virginia apartment complex shooting, police say. Feed the market for illegal firearms. Chicago sues Indiana gun store for contributing to city's gun violence crisis. Alabama judge resentences Evan Miller, the youngest person ever given life without parole. Kazakhstan begins using self-developed COVID vaccine, becomes 6th country to produce shot. Ex-NY Attorney General Eric Schneiderman's law license suspended over abuse. Lawmakers to scrap Cuomo's booze with food COVID rule. Louisiana State Rep suggests teaching good of slavery during education debate. Iowa man convicted in fatal beating of pastor. Mayor de Blasio mocks Governor Cuomo's denials about scandals as delusional. The following headlines are from military.com. Spangler airman gets 3 years in jail for driving drunk and killing German father of 3. U.S. Navy fires warning shots at Iranian fast attack craft. U.S. orders big drawdown at Kabul embassy as troops leave. U.S. Coast Guard vessel heads to Black Sea amid rising tensions with Russia. CDC says it has seen no signals linking COVID vaccines and myocarditis. Biden to nominate former Pentagon official Frank Kendall to top Air Force post. Where veterans and military members can get freebies after their COVID vaccines. U.S. soldier serving in Kuwait found dead. Navy may recognize Black World War II sailor who towed wounded shipmates through shark-infested waters. New UK aircraft carrier to set sail for Asia next month. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. I have no answers. Family of Anthony Alvarez views video of his fatal shooting by Chicago police. Thunderstorms and hail large enough to dent vehicles possible later Tuesday into Wednesday in Chicago area. Lawsuits dropped as Jackie Robinson West League admits having ineligible players, but coaches maintain they were in the dark. Chicago looking at Vax Pass for concerts and other events, Public Health Commissioner says. Illinois set to follow looser CDC guidelines on masks, Chicago to offer Vax Pass for concerts and other events. Second man charged in connection with fatal shooting of 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams. Woman killed in 4-car crash on Naperville Boulevard. Hate mail sent to Disable Museum threatens Joe Biden, Kamala Harris and Obama family, officials say. Bernie Wong, founder of the Chinese American Service League, dies. We've really lost an advocate and trailblazer. The Spin, Pritzker to follow CDC's lead on easing mask guidelines. Chicago looking at Vax Pass. Governor signs into law bill aimed at closing racial disparities in healthcare. The following headlines are from phys.org. Drones provide bird's eye view of how turbulent tidal flows affect seabird foraging habits. Digital advisory services for smallholder families in Africa and Asia. Foreign industrial fleets could threaten fishing in African waters. Do senior faculty publish as much as their younger colleagues? Study suggests how to build a better nanopore biosensor. Study suggests that silicon could be a photonics game changer. Canola growth environments and genetics shape their seed microbiomes. The pioneering technology that is uncovering the mysteries of the kraken. Rare blue whale washes up on Namibia beach. Bird flu detected in Mali. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Wednesday, April 28th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Huskies score a quick goal to open NCAA women's soccer tournament with a 3-0 victory. It's been a long wait, but defending state champion Garfield boys and girls back on the basketball court. India tops 200,000 dead as virus surge breaks health system. Japan sets June trial for Americans accused in gun escape. Harris takes on hard work in 100 days as vice president. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Ugly mistakes haunt SF Giants early, home runs crush them late in extra inning loss to Rockies. VTA worker impaled by arrow in San Jose neighborhood. Warriors blown out by Mavericks, blow chance at earning number 6 seed. Berkeley police arrest hate crime suspect after weekend confrontation. Eating a sloppy burger while driving can mean higher insurance rates, roadshow. Oakland A's struggle at the plate, come up short in road laws to raise. Alameda releases video showing police pin Mario Gonzalez to the ground before his death. Warriors Eric Paschall to return from hip injury during 4-game trip. Fact check on the NY Post claim about Harris book. As troops leave, U.S. orders big drawdown at Kabul embassy. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. The COVID-19 death toll in India has crossed 200,000 as the country endures its darkest chapter of tea. What to watch during Biden's first big speech to Congress. Outdoor mask guidance echoes what many Americans already do. Tucson police arrest one of 2 suspects in fatal shooting case. Floyd verdict won't remove blocks to police accountability. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Why are you shooting me? The family of Anthony Alvarez is waiting for answers. Hollywood's lobbyists intervene against proposal to share vaccine technology. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. GeneSight mental health monitor shows misunderstanding of depression and treatment. Policies designed to protect public health from fracking may be ineffective in practice. Parents more lenient about alcohol with teens who experience puberty early. Can genetics predict bothersome hot flashes? Espresso, latte or decaf, genetic code drives your desire for coffee. Study shows both parents and peers play a role in greater alcohol use among adolescents who experience early puberty. Treating neurological symptoms of Charge syndrome. Researchers find how tiny plastics slip through the environment. Gelatinone shows antibiotic properties against H. pylori. International research team discovers new two-dimensional material. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Horoscope for Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. Tigers make 5 errors, but White Sox, Jai Alito lose 5-2. Man fatally shot in Ashburn, police. Family of Anthony Alvarez views footage of fatal police shooting. Chicago woman killed in 4-vehicle crash in Naperville. Trevor Williams ties career high with 8 strikeouts, but Cubs fall to Braves. Blackhawks playoff hopes extinguished with loss to Lightning. Man, 84, reported missing from Canaryville. Jackson Akawumi, nominee for Chicago Federal Appeals Court, would-be rare judge who is criminal defense lawyer. Real ID deadline pushed back to May 2023 amid pandemic. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Wednesday, April 28, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Tad Brown's departure from Rockets typifies massive Houston sports turnover. Console woes could mean a growing gaming wealth gap. Waiting for the rodeo, Whitney Rose can finally bring her last album to life. Some Houston signmaker is really mad at President Biden. Mayor of Easttown starring Kate Winslet is a murder mystery that rises above the formulaic. These Houston bars and restaurants are celebrating Cinco de Mayo 2021 with margs, tacos and more. The next headlines are about world records making news. Kanye West's Grammy-worn Yeezys snag world record $1.8 million in private sale, Hindustan Times. Origin chance of setting post-pandemic world record at MCG, NRL.com. Philippine collector holds Guinness World Record for largest fast food toy collection, Gulf News. Father and daughter take on endeavor to set new world record for fastest time to paddle down Mississippi River, News8000.com, WKBT. A 24-hour world record attempt falters, but is still a win, cycling tips. Olympic dreams, Seattle's Nevin Harrison set sights on Olympic gold, world record, King5.com. BC music artist smashes Guinness World Record for lowest female vocal note, Global News. Paralympian accidentally breaks marathon world record while pacing training partner, Canadian Running Magazine. Idaho man balances hoe on nose for nearly 2 hours, breaks Guinness World Record, AL.com. WA rules prevent Beth Potter's 5K world record from being ratified, Canadian Running Magazine. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. In Mass Effect, there's no place like home. Legends of Tomorrow's new trailer goes retro, and then, OMG. Pour one out for Eddie Q's vision of iMessage for Android. Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Matt Lanter says he's not done with Anakin Skywalker. Smell training is a great way to get your sense of smell back after COVID-19, scientists say. Signal Celebrite hack is already causing grief for the law. Zuckerberg, it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets paparazzoed again. India could have up to 500 million COVID-19 cases, experts believe. The World of Vampire, The Masquerade is being developed for film and TV. Please, don't trade your cookies for cookies. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Pigs Peak in Swaziland at 122.36 degrees Fahrenheit or 50.2 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Lyft is getting out of the self-driving business. FCC lets SpaceX cut satellite altitude to improve Starlink speed and latency. To entice vaccine hesitant, Biden touts maskless activities for vaccinated. Report, Apple's M2 chip has entered production and will ship as soon as July. Today's best deals, Sony noise-canceling headphones, Fitbit trackers, and more. Contractor that ruined 15M doses of J&J vaccine is holding up vaccine to India. CentOS replacement distro Alma Linux gets commercial support options. Amazon's 11th Gen Fire HD 10 tablet starts at $149.99. Tesla posts another record quarterly profit, and Wall Street shrugs. Cable chewing beavers take out town's internet in uniquely Canadian outage. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Body cam shows cops kneeled on 26-year-old Latino man's back for 5 minutes before he died. I know this, Trump Jr.'s girlfriend says Kamala Harris is secretly in charge of the White House. Heinous mass shooting in Virginia, 5 females shot with 1 dead, report. After being cut off by GOP Senator, Stacey Abrams releases 6-minute rundown of Georgia's attack on voting. Letting the terrorists win, Manchin suggests pro-democracy reform would spark another insurrection. Lindsey Graham proves his fealty to Trump with ostentatious praise on Fox News. Publishers under fire for trying to make money printing books by Trump officials. White House wants to invest $80 billion to get rich people and corporations to pay their taxes, report. CNN facing boycott from Native American journalists over Rick Santorum and racist comments. He was New York's Attorney General, now his law license has been suspended, report. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. NRA Chief Lapierre hunted elephants in Botswana, video shows. The Supreme Court will hear its first major Second Amendment case in more than a decade. Can restaurants recover and drive food justice after the pandemic? Join us for a live conversation. Fully vaccinated people can stop wearing masks outdoors, unless in crowded spaces. Lewandowski-linked lobby shop is the latest Trump-aligned firm to fall. In sworn testimony in inauguration scandal case, Donald Trump Jr. made apparently false statements. Current vaccination levels not enough to keep infections from surging. What 26,000 snakes can teach us about climate change. Can co-op save restaurants? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Musk, Bezos have celestial plans but should do more for workers here on Earth, Betty.com. Disneyland's Star Wars Cantina nearly had alien bartenders and underwater animatronics, San Bernardino County Sun. Jill Tarter elected to American Academy of Arts and Sciences, Eureka Alert. The mysterious history of cattle mutilation, history. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Lawrence Udig receives significant grant from Department of Defense, Manhattan College News. Montana prohibits abortions after 20 weeks based on science of fetal pain, National Review. Aptenics to participate in upcoming conferences. Business. The Daily News, Galveston County Daily News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Wednesday, April 28, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. The military takes UFOs seriously, why not Silicon Valley or academia? That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Wednesday, April 28, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.